Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for September the 23rd, 2023. I see Joshua and Death are here. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Death.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both doing?
Good. How are you?
I am only one cup of coffee down, so we'll wait for the second
I'll
cup.
ask again later.
Exactly. And my dog is
what
standing next to me going squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Good. And what war crimes have you committed this morning?
This morning, I've been good this morning. I got up, made the coffee, and gave the dog some water. That's all I've done so far. I have plenty of time to, commit atrocities as the day continues.
Because my Andorian behind you says otherwise. You've committed 17 different Federation violations.
Yeah, but what does he know? What
the
does he know?
Enterprise sees everything.
I can go get my
I would-
Andorian and we can battle to the death.
Hey, y'all.
Do you wanna
Good
do this
morning.
now or later?
How are you doing, Id? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, it's birthday boy. Okay.
It is birthday boy. Good morning,
That
Chris.
It means at the end we have to sing him happy birthday.
Oh, you've never heard me sing.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
How
no.
bad could it be?
No. I'll sing it
I've
back
heard
there.
Loki sing.
Yeah. Loki the Hellspawn. Maybe that's what they were doing this morning. They were singing you happy birthday.
There you go. Ugh. I don't have a cup of tea this morning. I have a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's unusual.
Because we're all out of tea bags.
Oh, I have some downstairs. Actually, it's loose leaf downstairs. It's pretty good, though. It's cardamom tea. So black tea with cardamom seed in it. So I thought,
I got some green tea down there, and I've got some turmeric tea as well.
Yeah, turmeric's one of my... Nope.
Who would like to help me commit some war crimes against the hurt?
I would. Let's see. Ground?
Yes.
Chris, are you up for doing a little, what is
Home
her-
action.
Home. Have you got it all queued up?
I'm going to.
And can we jump in and join you mid... How many do you have to do?
20. 20, but I need 500,000 plasma damage.
But that's space.
Yes.
Oh, we can help you with... Oh, you want to do the whole thing of home?
No, I just want to do parts of it.
Oh, so like the opening sequence to get the space damage and the...
Yep.
We could do that, and as soon as you get your 20 on the ground, we could quit it. Does that work?
Yeah, we can do that.
Give me a second. Well, I have kinetic damage in space, so let me grab a tune that's set up for kinetic damage.
I got kinetic damage, tetrion damage, and gain salvage.
Oh boy.
Wow, you got a good one there. So, before I went to bed yesterday, knowing that I had all of these to turn in at 7:15 this morning for the event, I got them all loaded up, did them, and logged out before they finished. I'm just trying to be super careful not to log into that tune on each account, because that would be very bad. Make all my hard effort disappear. All right, let's get everybody queued up here.
I have the mission here, and I'm ready to share it.
Give me 1 second. Let me get a team going here. Id, you in on this one? Okay, Ed, or Chris, we will come back and we will do some spacey stuff just for you in a few minutes. Bearing in mind, Chris, you could come with and just do the spacey stuff and go get a cup of coffee while we do... It's only 20 on the ground. It's going to take like 10 seconds on the ground and we'll be done.
Yup.
Come for the spacey stuff and bail for the ground. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can join us for Resistance of Starbase Swarm.
There we go. I'm going to send you another
And then...
Going to try that again, Chris? Maybe we've tempted you into joining us. I'd rather my own endeavor than that. Okay. Id, are you in? Id's not answering us.
I think it's making you another cup of coffee.
No, he's not.
No.
Not yet. Give him a chance.
Sorry. Didn't sleep well, so I'm kind of out of it.
Okay. Do you want to join us for some primarily spacey?
Sure.
And with a mild side of warfare against the hurt ground.
Mild side. Very mild. And it's reply all caps. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I wanted to ask you guys something.
Sure.
Do you think anybody is going to be using the Samuel Clemens costume to try to make Colonel Sanders?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's already happened. I've seen people make their attempts at it. Some are good. I haven't seen a great one yet. But the best one was somebody was trying to do a Kentucky Fried Chicken Gorn. It was but it doesn't quite work.
Yeah,
I think you have to be humanoid.
Okay.
And the tie's wrong.
Yeah. It should be a string tie.
The tie is wrong. The problem is that I've noticed that we do not have eyeglasses.
No, we don't. Excuse me 1 second.
Yeah.
Welcome, Musin. How are you feeling? Did you go to the doctor?
A little better, still in pain.
Did you go to the doctor?
I got a bit of voice back.
Did you go to the doctor?
No.
Go to the doctor. It's been, 6 days?
Does Dartmouth have to come over there right now and take you to the doctor yourself?
Pretty much. Except my passport's expired, so that'll take 6 weeks. Minimum 6 weeks for me to get over there, Musin. Minimum.
Wait, are you on an HMO?
I don't even know if they have HMOs over there.
This is a British chap we're talking to, yes?
No. You're Netherlands, right, Musin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. So you are in the States then?
No, he's definitely not in the States.
Europe.
Wait, I'm sorry, that got corrupted. I didn't make that out.
The Netherlands.
He's Norwegian.
He's not Norwegian. Dutch would be our euphemism for it. He's from northern mainland Europe. He's not British.
Okay.
But not quite as north as Pi. If you're going to share this, go ahead and share it so we can kick it off.
Dad?
Thank you.
I got a question. Is that we're all big, and there's one person in here that's got a little tiny icon. So what happened?
What do you mean they've got a little tiny icon?
Well, I see all of us together.
Uh-huh.
And next to me there's a
space.
What?
They're in orbit. They're
No,
not
I'm not talking.
I think he's talking in Discord.
Yeah.
Who's got a little icon?
I'll send you a screenshot.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to leave the channel to be able to do that.
Okay.
And mail it to you.
We can launch if you're ready there.
Okay, now it just got big. Okay.
Okay, that's weird. They should all be the same.
Okay. Well, now I don't need to keep the picture. It was a Mew.
Musin.
A user that's using Mew. It came in really tiny.
He's Musin. Well, I'm moving my butt over to the beginning of this. Okay, I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I promise we'll make this fast, and then we can go do pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
Oh, also, even with the Lobby store, sorry, got a little indigestion. Even with the Lobby store going on, the sale's over, and when I noticed the sale, I think the costume might have been maybe 300 Lobby. There's definitely an outfit in there that's like 300 Lobby.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? That's just crazy.
People love their costumes. I don't think the devs realize how much people love costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely love my costumes. I'm putting like the lower decks uniform on like other characters that are like not like related to lower decks. I've already got at least like one lower decks character, then I made another lower decks character, and I put the uniform on my main character. And when it's either going to be remodeling my Cation with the character change token, or I really don't want to have to do the tutorial again for the 50th time.
You don't have to. You can usually skip it unless it's a...
Unless it's a recruit event.
Thank you. That word. I was going to say
Yes.
reputation event, but otherwise you can always skip it.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to because she was going to be a recruit, of course, and I now only have one character on my account that's not a recruit for the sake of blaming all the marks. Because the devs have changed things to where we cannot double dip anymore for, because there used to be that double track
Right.
to where you could level up and get the rewards, and then it's like, oh, I've got 2 temporal recruits. Well, they can change and trade, and they can get marks off each other, and now we can't do that anymore, and that's a disappointment.
Well, the goal there was to make you do this stuff. Is that it? Oh, the Dreadnought.
Oh. Oh, you mean the goal was to make you actually do the
Yeah, goal is
the
to make you do it.
TFOs to what, buddy?
The goal is to make you play. That is their goal.
Okay. Well, I've got the mindset of doing as minimal as possible because of the computer.
Well, I get that, yeah. There's ways around things, but some things are unavoidable.
Yeah.
We'll need to find
Like,
some
especially
Excuse me
going
one sec.
ground.
Like what?
Like gone ground.
Yeah, but
Enemy life
that's
signs
just an
ahead.
endeavor.
Get ready to fight. Proceed
Yeah.
with caution.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How many do you have to do on the ground here?
20. That's it.
Oh, are you doing endeavors?
Well,
Yep.
we're doing endeavors by doing a TFO. So he could kill
It
a
used
couple
to
of
be you
things.
couldn't avoid
We're done.
to face the wrath of the repairs complete.
I love the Wrath of
Nowadays,
Repairs
though.
Complete.
I think we need to record him saying repairs complete in his weakened state.
Yeah. Did you get your 20?
It's already been
Oh.
done.
Okay. Shall we get out of here?
Wait.
Yes.
Do you want those, like, those little it's a grayish icon for repairs and stuff? Do you guys want that?
Grayish icon for repairs.
The components and the
Oh, no.
healing for the injuries.
Oh, no, I don't need those.
Oh, okay.
This,
I'm like-
it's a line from, it's not Counterpoint. It's Counterpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a line from Counterpoint. So I will tell you my story, which I'm sure I've already told you before, but I was chatting with Chase Masterson and told her that they had changed the way the game runs so that some of her lines in there got switched out so that we didn't get the beware the wrath of the make repairs. And she's like, I will have Mike change that back, referring to Kel, and I'm like, I wish that it worked that way, but thank you, that's so kind of you to try and get him to change the game back.
Oh. Did it work?
No, of course not. But
How very sad.
she was so nice about that. She doesn't play the game, so she didn't understand how much we love that line of dialogue and how fast we try and make that happen. All right, I'm going to kick
Wait.
everybody. Because I don't
Do
like
you
this
have
game.
it on recording?
What?
The line.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's out there somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's got it. Probably you can even
Oh.
Google that. I'm going to switch over to my main one so we can do some... Oh, hold it. You said you wanted to do Resistance of Starbase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me do that. I'm going to grab a
I only
different...
got half of my
Actually, I could do it on
plasma
this
damage
tune.
base.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me grab a tune. I can have
Okay,
it stocked up for
and-
2.
And then as for the Badgie combat pet, I
Yes.
actually have one.
Excellent. I do not.
The sad thing is I spent 80 Lobby on getting one randomly because I'm like thinking, no way am I gonna get one. So I spent it and I end up getting the depressed, like copper looking one.
Oh.
And then I'm like, well, I've only got 1 million because I've been spending my credits lately, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I got lucky enough to
Grab one.
get a Psycho Badgie.
This is combat Banshee, please.
What?
I said combat Banshee.
Oh, okay,
Hi,
that's
I'm
combat
Badgie. Can I teach you a lesson?
Yeah.
How about murder variant of him?
Hi, I'm Musin. Can I teach you a lesson, Badgie?
What about the look one that looks like it's glowing? I'm just looking at the artwork. Does that really glow in the dark?
I don't know.
Okay. So, in my greed for, because I'm like, I got a Maquis Raider because I'm like waited a long time to get enough Lobby to do that. So I got that. I got the headband and the eyepiece from Lower Decks, which that was a free promo in case anybody doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
Promos her.
I'm going to keep... Let me interrupt for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and queue us up for Resistance of Starbase 1. If, like me, you're going to bank this, don't forget to check the type of marks you're going to get in the log out before the mission, at the end, but don't accept the end of the mission. Then the next time you log into this tune, it'll automatically complete. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
I wish we could activate all 3 of the non-combat badgies at once.
Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine going down at One Night in Bozeman and everybody has a combat badgie activated?
I'd be down. I got my badgie.
Could you give them to your away team and have them activate?
The badgie spam.
Oh, excuse me. Let me put this back on there. There we go.
wait a minute. If you only have like one badgie, it would. I mean, if you can't have an away team member with the team, if you're doing a group thing.
Oh, you can with some of them, because there's the joy of the glitch, the bug that still exists on a few of the episodes, where everybody in the away team winds up having their entire team with them. One Night in Bozeman has it on some instances. They haven't fixed it yet. So when you beam down with 4 of your friends, all of your away team shows up. So you have 25 of you down there, plus 7 of 9. And I'm just thinking, bring down give everybody in the team a badgie. So now we would have 5 badgies with everybody. Yeah, we could come down there with 26 insane badgies. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, I'd love that. When the next time that event comes around, I will totally join. I'll bring my my cat character.
Excellent, yeah.
That I told you is the son of the doctor from the Cerritos.
Yes. Well, that will be April.
Okay, that'll be fun.
So wait,
I hope we
half
can do
Bajoran as well.
Well, let's see, half Bajoran, half cat.
We don't talk about that.
Wait, who's half Bajoran?
The son of the cat character from Lower Decks has to be half Bajoran.
Because of Shax, right?
Yep.
Son of Shax. Son of... What's her name?
Oh, wait, did somebody actually make that character? Because I didn't see that in the show.
No. They have a relationship, Shax and the Doctor. They have a thing going on.
Oh, now I remember. It's because it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, half Bajoran, half Cation. Yes, we need that species in the game. We definitely do.
How are we gonna do that one? That would be fun.
Because then basically, I could be a Cation with a Bajoran earring, and that would be awesome.
Trying to think, you're gonna have to use an alien to do it, though. I think for the costuming effects.
But then you don't have a tail or cat ears.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you do have to start with Cation and see how much you can get away with.
But then you can't have the Bajoran nose thing.
The ripple?
Or earring.
Well, in that case, you have to do it for cosplay.
Well, if there was still a tailor bug.
There is a tailor bug on some. I know that a lot of people still have the tailor bug. By the way, good morning, Cliff.
Well,
Cliff
I
says,
have
"Let's
it
go."
as my character's Taylor bug, but I can't redo the bug Taylor to make new outfits.
Ah, bummer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right now I've got I made a lower you know that sarcastic Vulcan that's on Cerritos?
Talin?
Okay, that's her name. I didn't know what I was gonna do because I wanted to make a flipped version of Spock. From you ever seen the comic Parallel Lives?
No, I have not.
Okay, all right. Let's just Star Trek the original series, Star Trek the animated series. There's also a comic series, and I think it springs forward from that. There is at least one issue. You can Google this, to where basically the entire history just follows exactly the same thing, except genders are reversed, like what happened in the Carol Burnett show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carol Burnett
The only
goes
thing I don't
way
like-
back for me.
That's a deep cut.
I mean, I did see it, but what was going on? I was in school, so that goes back
Yeah.
ways.
My mom introduced me to Carol Burnett, so I'm like, wow, this is hilarious. And then when I
I
saw like all these old clips, like Jim Carrey in Living Color, when they're like stealing the Enterprise and they're all like geriatric, and the old folks home is like trying to get them back for.
I love old Jim Carrey.
Yeah, when you had a car flying through space, and it was like there was a black guy in glasses, and he's like trying to rescue her from her operator job from like an old phone.
Mm-hmm.
Switchboard operator. Yeah,
Switchboards,
switchboard operator. That's basically what she was. Yeah, it's like, and then she's like protesting, and then I think there was another clip to where it's like, they're like, we have to keep going. It's like delusional, and then they're breaking up the set, and
Oh yes, I've seen
Carrie-
that one.
yeah, Carrie as Shatner as Kirk couldn't deal with it, and he's like, I don't know what to do.
I do remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was like, what, great.
Has anybody ever seen Overlord?
I have.
Okay, so
Wait, are we talking?
we're talking the anime.
But
Don't you get
actually,
that
I
similar
think
vibe?
Kirk did know what to do. He started making posts on social media to poke at people, to get a rise out of them.
No, that's Shatner, not Kirk.
Yeah.
Same thing. He
so
wasn't
here's the
really
thing.
acting.
As much of as much of a troll as Shatner is, you would think he would have taken the pestering that particular devs did back in the day when Star Trek Online was starting.
Yeah,
Oh, that was-
I'm going to say this without accusing Shatner of being a bully, but bullies tend to do that. It's okay if I do it, but if you do it, not so much.
Yep.
Isn't that like a one-sided thing?
What, bullying?
It's called hypocrisy, and it's present in a lot of people.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Though it did come at a bad time, because at the same time Star Trek Online was starting up and they were pestering him about joining, was the same time the Kelvin films were coming out, and he was getting the notion that he was being replaced.
Yep, I can see where that would come from.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And could
I
you-
don't like J.J. Abrams films because of the lens splitter and kind of that attitude. But then again, it's like the whole replacement thing. It's like they did that. They were like, okay,
Well,
yeah. If you want to do Kirk, because Shatner's so old, God bless him.
really.
Yeah, you'd have to redo the character. But with the way they were doing it in Strange New Worlds, and then just killing off the character or like dropping off altogether, like, oh, Kirk doesn't exist anymore.
I would have made Shatner Kirk's grandfather in a new movie and be done with it.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. Let's see. What do I need here?
Oh yeah. The one thing I don't like is that Robert April was just race changed for like no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you can get
so
away with
That-
that.
here's
Had
the
a
thing about
reason.
that. Robert April had never officially had a canon portrayal.
It's only if you don't count the animated series as canon.
Oh, according to Roddenberry, it wasn't.
Okay, I'm disagreeing. Okay, I'll agree with you about what Roddenberry thinks, but if you get
Yes, here you go.
the original, if you get the
Yeah, okay,
original
okay.
voice act,
But here's the thing. Robert April was always an insert for himself, for Roddenberry, because he would always go to conventions dressed up as, right? But he hated what they did with the animated series, so he was always complaining and saying that it wasn't canon. So the portrayal of April as a white male can be written off by his viewpoints. And the fandom constantly, for decades, had no problem with saying the animated series wasn't canon until they made Robert April black in Strange New Worlds.
Honestly, does it really matter since he was such a minimal character that they haven't represented him as much of anything? Why can't
But-
that one? I
Right.
don't mind if
Before-
they play with it.
No, but the people who adamantly are upset over the race change, right, are the same people who for decades stated that the animated series wasn't canon until it helped them back up their own biases.
Oh yeah, but people
Okay.
always do that.
Okay, I just want to bring up a point. As a kid watching the animated series, when I got to see reruns on TV, I always considered the animated series canon. I still do, and I really do think it sucks that we do not have a TOS cation.
Oh, I completely agree.
I want
Uh,
a TOS cation in Star Trek Online. I have just for the sake of convenience of screwing around with the different races. I have maxed out my character.
Stop. Let me interrupt. Do we want to do another thing? Chris, do you have anything to do? Death? Joshua?
That pretty much took care of all my stuff.
Okay, I have plasma space and disruptor space if anybody'd like to join me for some spacey stuff.
I would love to join you for some basic stuff.
Okie dokie. Something with destructible torps and Zenkethi front. Yeah, let's start with Zenkethi front. Let me send out some invitations here.
But
I
You
don't
know,
Say again, Ed?
Oh,
I was saying I would love to have cations for the TOS availability and
I
get
would-
go ahead.
I would want them to add Edotians to the TOS choices.
wait a minute. Is that the weird bug guy or whatever he was that was a replacement for Chekhov in the animated series?
It's the three-legged race.
I don't remember what that looks like.
What was the name of the race again?
Edosian. Edosian.
Would help better if I could spell.
In Lower Decks, he was like the guy who piloted the ship where Boimler went when you had the transporter disease thing.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he was like half phased.
No. I'm going to put a picture up here. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm going to put a link in chat, maybe. No, apparently not.
Shit, I can't get
okay.
out of the channel to see it.
Okay, hang on. Let's do it this way then.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
I really want them to open up the alien gen for liberated Borg.
That's interesting.
wait, I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, so Federation, you can only have a human liberated Borg.
Yes. Yes.
I really want them to open up the alien generation options for it.
Okay, it is currently in
Um,
the stream chat channel, and Muson's posted it as well.
I can't get it. Could you private message me and I can get to it later? With I don't know if I can get. I'm locked in the channel. I'd have to kill ties, and then I wouldn't have to. I'd have to like restart my phone to get out of here, and then
Okay, it's
try to
just
search for it.
it's just an image in your channel or in your chat there.
Oh,
That's an Edosian.
okay.
It's the orange thing with the 3 arms and one is on its chest.
Yeah, Chris, give me 1 sec. Chris
Oh.
wants his pew, which he's generally entitled to.
Oh.
All right.
3 arms, 3 legs, and I would love for them to add that just because I want them to have some extra work for making the animations.
That's
the only-
mean.
You know, the only problem with that is an entirely new rig they have to come up with.
I'm going to have to kick you because you're too low to play some
Yes,
Kathy
no,
French.
go right ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the closest thing I did was take an existing character, put the 8472 armor on him as an 8472, and just make him like basically Slender Man.
Weeble?
We
Because 8472s also have like 3 legs, so it's like, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, Sam's only level 30, so he doesn't get a lot of play.
Yeah. I was going to do some leveling of one of my low-level tunes tonight, but obviously that's not going to happen. We will not be on tonight, folks.
Okay. I mean, also when it came to the liberated Borg, if they actually made it to where you can just choose whatever race you wanted, or whatever faction for the liberated Borg.
Right, you get liberated Borg and be able to make it make it look like however you want it to, but have a species extra trait of nanites or whatever.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Right.
If that was a thing, I could at least kill off 2 of my liberated Borgs, and I'd have 2 slots back.
Yeah.
Right now, with the way it is, I've got to take my my Cation, which I'm in a guild called Cat Claws, and I hope doing the race change won't like get me kicked out of there. I don't really talk to anybody. I'm still kind of like moving back into my PC and still checking things over. Even though things have been serviced, I don't really know how long my PC is going to last anyways.
Do you need a
Which
hand
is
with
why
that,
you guys-
Joshua?
Which is why you guys are on my phone, not my computer.
Ah.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, Badgie. There's the Mark Twain outfit, which, like, yeah, that might be expensive as heck. I don't think I'm gonna get that.
Can we get Kirk specs?
Ooh. Yeah, glasses would be nice.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. There's the lipstick thing. I got that on my girl Spock character, but I did not collect the knife yet.
Which knife?
This sword. This Tandy had it.
Oh,
when she's with her sister.
yeah, it's sort of the winter constellation.
Yeah.
Isn't that an event thing? Or is that a Lobby thing?
No,
That's a
it's a
Lobby
Lobby thing. But I heard it's not all that great power-wise. It's nice though. I totally get it for an Orion character.
Yeah.
When we get the combat Moopsy, I hope we can put it on our bridge officers.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know what we also need? We need the dog.
Oh yes. When I make 10D, I'm going to total, because it's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remodel my Cation, because I have 3 Cations. I'm gonna remodel my Cation into an alien and make 10D as the Orion and everything. I wish we could do Orions on the Federation because it's like, oh yeah, 25th century, we've got at least one Tendi, one Orion on the Federation. So why can't we just pick our race and like have like no race restrictions?
Isn't that something that they had wanted to get to but have not yet done?
From the way I was trying to read it, from the way Kel made it sound like like the checks in the mail kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, with the switch over.
had a little.
Go ahead.
I had a little talk with Avatar,
Yeah.
and maybe loadouts might get a fix.
Oh, that would be nice. I don't
That
have
it
an issue with it,
won't-
but I know like Chris does. A few others do.
That it won't lose the bridge officers set in the stations anymore. Because I think I figured out what's causing them to suddenly vanish.
I don't have that on every tune, but I have it on a few, and it's annoying as heck.
Well, that's why I have like so many tunes, so I can have only one loadout and only work on that one loadout for each individual tune.
I think it has something to do with when you teach your bridge officers new skills.
Oh.
And you don't actually notice that you're breaking your loadout until much later when you finally switch
Oh,
ships.
that's interesting. I have a bomb. Do we have any bases left? We only have one
Yeah.
base left. According to
Yeah.
this.
So I gave a step-by-step instruction to Avatar yesterday.
Don't you just love Avatar?
Yep.
Never met
willing
him.
to hear. He's willing to hear me out in person.
He's willing to hear everybody
on
out.
like
Just-
little bugs, but I actually gave it some thought why things that he's worked on still remain bugged.
Yeah.
And I think I've figured out what's causing the stations to break. Still don't know why the traits do though.
I've got a bomb if you guys can distract some of these people. And as I slowly plod over there.
Yeah, play your species. So let's see now.
Thank you.
Okay, Bajoran, Betas, and Bolian. Yeah, I think those might be the 3 aliens I don't have on my thing.
I think I need to start a new Vulcan and have the Vulcan Bob, just because it's such an excellent name.
So,
Oh.
I can actually say that there's no way to get all the special bridge officers and every species on one character's roster.
Yeah.
I've tried, but if you want to specifically have SROs as your bridge officers, you're short a couple of bridge officer slots for all the species. I tried.
Okay.
I tried so hard. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm only in mold.
Oh no! I don't have enough space damage yet. Oh no! Chris needs.
Mom.
Yes.
If you're interested about the Bob, you can, the Rutherford Doherty thing that he wears.
Uh huh.
You can have those two together on one character.
I know. It's just I love the fact that they have the Vulcan Bob, and I'm thinking that would just be such an excellent name. I don't care. I'm the least interested in costumes and all that stuff.
So, I actually
okay.
put the Vulcan Bob on the alien character I have in the strike group. It's a monstrosity of a string bean character, and I just thought that Bob would look perfect with the antenna coming out as like this super lanky, creepy alien thing that is meant to offend the senses.
It's always good. Offending the senses is always good. Chris, how many torps do you have left, or that do you need?
I've done that, and I've also done the opposite where I maxed out all the bars and I've got an STD Klingon on steroids, like the Hulk.
Okay, I'm a medical person. STD is,
Yes.
is a different one.
That's why they make
call it
the
disco.
acronym for Discovery Disco and
Yes.
not STD.
Yeah.
But say, yeah,
There's a
Well-
lot of people who dislike Discovery and
For
only
that reason,
refer to it
as
no,
STD.
only refer to it as STD
Yes.
as a dig, and I want to airlock those people.
Well, I don't like
wow,
Discovery, but
wow.
that's a whole different story.
Thanks, Id.
Yeah,
But stop. Everybody stop. Chris, how many torpedoes do you have left? And do we want to do Azure Nebula to get it?
Mhm.
Now
Well-
I gotta fly through space, hitting these people with my view screen, right?
I just want to say, as a solo Trekkie, basically almost my entire life, I have always used shorthand initials for every show I've ever encountered. Plus the fact I would like to basically get the guy that actually named the show, and I'm like thinking, were you stupid or something naming the show this? What the hell were you
That-
thinking?
Language?
That's why the acronym is DISCO.
Right.
But I don't like disco.
Well, that's a whole different issue. It was just a... Oh, come on. Chris,
Yeah.
is Azure Nebula okay with you, or is it... I realize it's overkill, but we get to do lots of space pew-pew, and I really need some space pew-pew.
Hey, the show's named after a terrible disease,
Bunch
and then
of diseases,
for a public acronym, everybody's using it for instead of a terrible disease, and then it's like, oh yeah, let's change it to some terrible music.
Yeah, Chris has just launched himself into Archer, so we'll give him a minute to do what he needs to do there. So what do we want to do next? I still need Disruptor and Plasma Damage, so that's going to take a few minutes to do that. So something fairly long works for me. Anybody got a preference?
Breach.
Well, I
Okay.
love Breach. I won't drag people into that in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Or I could say
Corfez.
No, not in this tune.
no.
That's-
Oh, that is so not
Okay
happening in
then.
this tune.
How about Gravity
Wait a
Suck?
No.
Gravity
Why you
sucks.
always
I
pick
thought
the
gravity
trash,
killed.
bro?
Joshua, were you the one who said Breach, or was that Musin?
That was me.
Okay, well, we'll do Breach when Chris gets out of here then. I
Okay,
don't actually
so-
mind Breach, it's just the ship's got no get up and go. So a really quick question here. I am using for Impulse, I've got the Prevailing Innervated, and from Warp, I've got the Mycelial, and yet it takes me forever to get back up to speed. Only got two. Scylla and Charybdis, Chris. One.
I got a lot. Okay.
Okay, well, how about if we launch Breach and then, that's okay, Chris.
The way I normally get destructible torpedoes
Mm-hmm.
is I'll load up Azure Nebula and use one phaser to distract
Wee
one
woo?
of them. Wee woo.
I do Scylla and
Okay.
Charybdis. Excuse me, Scylla
Um,
and Charybdis. I always say it wrong.
Mom, has anybody ever tried to make a fleet using the word wee woo?
Not that I'm aware of.
Or
Chris, we
get
can
the,
do that one next. We will do a hive or something after we do this one.
Happy birthday, Id.
Thank you, Musin.
How's the space projectors going?
Slow. The it is a very slow market.
We have an ad running, so for the next 3 minutes we'll be playing Breach.
What ad?
Well, because you're over there, you don't get the American ad. So lucky you.
No.
Lucky you.
Oh, I've now got it.
Oh, now you've got it? Sweet. Yay. Yes, this is funding my indulgent retired lifestyle.
Your retirement.
Yeah, right. That's not happening.
Like,
Wait,
you've been
what?
saying that for the last 3 weeks, and you really
Actually, the
haven't done
last
very
2
much?
weeks, I've only worked 20 hours a week for the last 2
Oh,
weeks.
come on.
I have. I had 22
Oh.
last week, 22 this week.
Tell me when you get under 5 hours a week, then we can talk.
I would feel so bad for the people I work with because they don't want to hire somebody to replace me right now. Kind of hemming and hawing while we wait for something to happen.
Yeah, just don't. You're lucky you don't live in Japan, because then they would make you like want to know what are your reasons for quitting, and write an apology letter to everybody, and
No,
talk to them verbally about it. And it's like,
That's why you hire someone for that.
Yes, they do have services for it.
yeah, it's
But the
like,
thing-
okay, if you got that as an industry, then yeah, there's some problems with the Japanese culture.
But at the same time, when you get to retirement age, retirement is expected. So I'm definitely at retirement age, and wasn't going to retire, and then I got really sick, and it's like, retire? And my bosses are like, huh? But, because they're lovely people. So I've tried to whittle my hours down. Fortunately, it's at a quiet time, so this is a great time to whittle down hours. Those are workaholic excuses. Yes, they are, Chris. I am such a workaholic. But if I wasn't working there, I'd be working
Even in your
someplace.
grave, you're going to be a workaholic.
No kidding. I'll be painting the inside of the
Oh my-
coffin.
Oh my god, have you seen Beetlejuice 2?
Yes.
So you're gonna be like on the Soul Train, and then you're gonna be
Oh,
either
I hadn't
that.
thought about the Soul Train. Yeah. I'm just so surprised they didn't
I-
use the Soul Train music, but I bet they couldn't get rights to it.
They don't have rights to it, but they used it in the movie.
They did not use it in the movies, so that's why I'm thinking they didn't get rights to it. The Soul Train song?
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Now
Yeah.
I have not seen Beetlejuice. I've not been able to get out in quite a while.
We went to see it like the weekend it was out.
Yep.
Yeah. Since we have a fun little theater that has a nice little restaurant and brew pub built into it.
Yeah.
So going out, it's not cheap. Okay. Cliff, the only spoiler I'll give you is, boys, it was very fun.
So, I gotta ask this question because I don't know when I'm gonna see the movie. But, Livia or anybody living, they can transfer into the dead world without dying, right? Through the Soul Train.
No, the Soul Train has nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
The Soul Train is something else.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they, like in the last 30 years, they're like, okay, let's just like streamline it and make it like public access so everybody doesn't have to be chalking their walls and knock 3 times kind of crap.
No, I'm not going to spoil it, but no. I suppose saying no is not spoiling it. Don't forget to shut all the doors, folks.
Yeah.
I got my plasma damage. I got my disruptor damage.
Is
Whee! Go
the
take
not
picture.
spoiler you going to mention the cast?
I think we can spoil the cast because that's
Okay.
worth it.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it, yeah. I mean, everybody knows most of the cast, but there was one incredible surprise as we're watching it, and it's like, isn't that? And I'm like, no. And then the credits came up at the end, and the character who plays Jenna Ortega's dad is Santiago Cabrera.
But wait, Santiago Cabrera, but not the original actor that was in the first movie, right?
No, because Jenna Ortega's character wasn't in the first movie. This is Lydia, his daughter.
Yeah, Lydia's daughter. So Lydia, Astrid's father, who is Lydia's former husband, is played by, is Rios.
Oh.
It's Rios, yes. Yay, Rios. Sexy, sexy Rios.
Oh, okay. But Astrid's Grappa, he's like not in the film, right?
He's kind of there in images and claymation and stuff.
But Jeffrey Jones is not in the movie, no.
Yeah, the character's there. It's just it's
Jeffrey Jones.
never him physically there.
Yeah. It's
because
actually
of bad
really
stuff RM.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, but they did a great
kinda-
job of dealing with that.
Basically the same vein as the guy who played Decker.
Yeah. We don't know him. We don't talk about him. We only rescued one ship.
Yeah, I don't know the reference. I've kind of heard a little bit of hearsay, but since you're streaming, I'm not going to get into it.
Well, the guy
Yeah.
who played William Decker. What's his name? Collins. Something Collins. Michael
Yeah.
Collins? Not Michael Collins. Whatever. Is reputed, I'm not even going to say for sure, of doing
No,
something...
he flat out admitted it.
Okay, he flat out admitted
Oh, wait.
doing something really, really, we don't like people who do that. And
Wait, who's the character of William Decker?
from
Captain of the
mo-
Enterprise from the TMP.
Yeah, the movie.
The one that busted down to
The one
Commander.
who hooks up with Ilea in the end. Stephen Collins. Thank you, Myth Dustards. That's a great name, Myth Dustards.
who he was the lead of a show called Seventh Heaven,
And he played a
which
pastor.
where he played a pastor and was married to our favorite orca scientist.
Oh, that's right. He was married to Jillian, wasn't he?
Wait, okay, the preacher dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did something bad.
I thought that was
So-
Aaron Spelling as the dad.
Oh, no. No.
Boy. Yeah, I used to watch that show growing up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did that change
It's like-
anything for you?
Say that again?
Wait, me?
Did it change anything for you? Knowing that?
Well, I don't think people
Well-
would have watched it the way they did if they had known then. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
but then would people watch Nickelodeon if they knew what was going on there?
Well, to be honest, about Kat, some of the scenes, because I watched the show,
Okay.
like some of the clips she was in, like, when that show was around, and I was like, some of this stuff is like really weird. Why is she like this?
Yeah.
It's like, I thought, to use kind of a respectful term, I thought she was playing kind of a mental character. I didn't know she was basically like being directed in a bad way.
Yeah. A lot of them were
So,
being directed in a bad way.
I don't get why people didn't clue in about what was happening at Nickelodeon
Neither do
for
I.
years and years.
And
In
the thing is,
hindsight,
they
when you
knew
look
about
back at
something.
all the stuff when it's summed up, it's like, how blind were we all? Because it's blatantly obvious.
Don't shoot that one.
It wasn't blind. It was an open secret.
People just deliberately didn't pay attention.
Well, I mean, as a younger, and I'm like, well, I didn't have access to communicate about any of this weird shit or anything,
Language?
Sorry.
We will have an evening show where we're going to let people use bad words. And we'll put it out there very clearly. It'll be an 18+ one, so nobody's offended, because we have a few people who...
Yeah. I'm just sorry.
That's okay. Let's see this one.
You're still busy, I see.
We're
I
still...
am trying to purge. It's not easy.
It's funny that the guest stars of the motion picture and Voyage Home to come together to be the stars of Seventh Heaven. Remember Star Trek articles of those two talking while working on Seventh Heaven and how Star Trek affected their careers. That's interesting. That would be a cool article to read.
Yeah. What's really weird is that the guy that played, the pastor and the dad, Decker,
Mm-hmm.
in the motion picture, his voice between the movie and when he was the dad, I did not recognize because of age, but it's
Yeah.
not just the physical age, it's the voice change too.
Well, I will tell you, speaking from a point of age, it's really interesting how much my voice has changed over the last 20 years, because I was listening to a commercial I shot a couple of years ago for a company I was working with. I don't sound the same at all. Yeah, Patrick Stewart's another one. His voice, while it's still wonderful, it's definitely changed.
Oh yes, I can notice that between Next Generation and Picard, there is differences. I don't know if that's gonna hit my voice.
I think it hits all of us. Your eyes change, I would imagine your vocal cords change too.
As long as you don't like harm them too bad. Screaming, smoking, drinking.
Yeah, I don't do it. Well, I don't do much of that stuff. Maybe a little on the drinking. I don't smoke.
Apart from the occasional bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
James Earl Jones' voice changed in Rogue One compared to New Hope. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, that was really his voice in Rogue One. That was James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was in many
He
official
did so much
canon
stuff.
releases.
Yeah, he did.
That's
a lot
why
of
he
voice work.
eventually sold his voice to Disney.
All right.
Okay.
Chris, we still need to do one more
Wait.
Torp. So
He
let's
sold
do.
his.
Yeah.
He
So
sold his voice to Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, he for the use as Vader.
Weeble?
Okay.
Yeah.
Weeble, everyone?
And I think that when he made that decision, he knew he didn't have long left.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah. But it's like even when you saw the movie like Sandlot, you could tell his voice changed even back then.
Yeah, so Id was telling me, what was the first thing he was in, Id?
Um.
Dr. Strangelove?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Dr.
believe so.
Strangelove. You want to hear a voice change? Go back and watch that one. And compared to
Oh,
now.
I love that movie. But
Yeah. I didn't even know he was in it
till
until Id mentioned it, and I heard the voice clip in one of his obituaries.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
we're
it's
going to do this one, and then I do have to do some work before I go to work, so this will be our last one for this morning, everybody.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because it's like he with the Invader when he's like talking to one of his subordinates when he's harassing the crew for the plans. It does not just sound like James Earl Jones, you know. It's like
Stranger AI. Who are you, Stranger AI? You're not Cliff, are you? And hello. Oh, Dalek. Hey. Hi. How are you doing?
Hey guys.
We haven't seen you for a while.
So I hope I've given some good information about the game. I will see you guys later.
Alrighty, you
Yep,
have a great day. And good luck. And go take a look at that picture.
Yeah, I've already seen the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It reminds me of the critter that was the Chekhov stand-in and Strange. No, not Strange. TOS cartoon.
TAS.
Yeah. Which I do regard it as canon because you had the original voice actors, and it just felt like.
Well, if you're going to be picky, if you want just the original voice actors, that would mean Gargoyles as canon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not debating that it's canon. I'm just stating that everyone who's not everyone. This is generalization. There is a subsection of people who are upset over the change in race for April, who spent decades stating that it wasn't canon.
Yeah, that's
Only until it served the purpose
just
of
to
it.
say that it was canon, right? Yeah, but
Yeah.
cherry picking is what people do.
Yes.
Always.
I prefer
Well,
apple picking.
To me, it was more like they had no other option but to make it a cartoon because of the show being canceled as a normal live action. but it was just continuing the stories. So
Well, they wanted to make
Yeah.
some money off of it quick, which they did. That was a smart move on their part. And the thing that they didn't recognize is it actually did keep it alive in people's heads a little bit longer, which made the option of getting the movie and another series going a little bit more popular.
Also, the fact is that when they came to some of the things you wanted to do, different species, like Cations, love them. And then when you got the anti-space universe,
It's been so long I don't remember that, but okay.
you could only do that stuff in a cartoon. You couldn't like
yeah.
white space, black stars. Yeah, you could. That's the one trippy episode that got me into the animated series because I like caught it on its tail end and I'm like, oh man. But I was confused because I was like, okay, where's Chekhov? Where's Uhura? What the heck?
Right, like the animated series, we got the first example of a holodeck in the rec room.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
admittedly, you could have pulled off a holodeck in live action
Yeah.
very easily, as long as you stuck with, similar things to what you had. And holodecks give you some advantages over trying to create a planet surface in terms of storytelling.
Well, yeah, I just never understood the
Well-
whole thing because they did this in Voyager to where it's like, oh yeah, it works on 2 different power systems, and it's like they're not compatible, and it's like, yeah, that's stupid.
Double
It
cutscene.
was never compatible from the beginning.
Well, I could easily write a way of having the holodecks be on a separate system. Use it for triage, so it has to have its own medical backup. And 2, if a power surge hits the ship, you don't get a Moriarty character.
Yep.
Yeah, but you still got a Moriarty character. But it's like, well, I guess, in Ship in a Bottle, like where Moriarty is like, doing Inception on Picard, that's where walking off the holodeck makes sense because you got Cyrus Red Block walking off and like, oh, he's starting to dissolve because he walks off. But the whole thing that messed up, and the only way I'm going to accept this if they actually make it canon to where, yeah, the holodeck actually does have replicative matter in it to where you can take off like certain objects. But like to pick and choose, like, okay, if you're going to have like basic objects like paper, quills, books as replicated objects.
We've seen people hit with snowballs
Yeah.
that were made on the holodeck, outside the holodeck, and they didn't just fizzle away.
Well, yeah, they should. But I can see where it might take a moment to happen. Myth Dustards. I like the introduction of the holodeck in Star Trek Continues and using Doug Drexler in the holodeck. I did not know that. That is so cool.
But
Doug Drugster, who was that?
Doug Drexler. Ships. We still use his ships to this day.
Oh.
Chris, Star Trek isn't exactly made as a template for real-life technology. If something serves purpose storytelling in fictional universe, they have a full right to do it. Interestingly, though, we now have cell phones that are very much akin to the communicators they had. We now have a scanner that's very similar to a tricorder. Yeah, Drexler helped design ships even for Picard. Yeah, he's been involved for a long time. Anyway, folks, I do have to go because it is a work day for me and it's payroll day and I still have a few things to do. So I'm going to get out of here. On behalf of everybody at Moopsy in the Morning, thank you to Chris, to Snugglebum, to Id, and to Joshua for joining us in game, to Musin, and to you, Reply All Caps, for joining us in chat. By the time I talk to you next time, Musin, I want to hear what the doctor says. One
thing I want to say is that our touchscreen cell phones are basically like a cross between a tricorder and a communicator.
Yeah, hey, we can steal ideas and just try and make them real. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later. And are you going to do this one, Id?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Stay moopsome.
Moopsy, Moopsy. Shun the non-believer! Shun! Shun!